A young man sought out the rabbi for a chat. "I bought a new car," the man said to the rabbi. "My congratulations," replied the rabbi. And the young man continued, "I have been saving money for a long time to achieve this dream. A few months ago, I finally got all the money I needed and bought the car. I was so happy when I finally got to drive the car for the first time. That joy continued for the first few weeks with the new car. But now, after a few months, I don't see so much fun in my new car. I ask you, Rabbi, is there any way to make the car new every day?" The rabbi thought for a moment and replied, "Yes, there is. If you give a ride to a different person every day, your car will be new every day." Our Sukkot festival was blessed with really special laws and customs. We recite the Hallel, read Ecclesiastes, Kohelet, as we did today, make Oshanot, that we'll do in a while, bless and shake the 4 species, not on Shabbat, eat under the sukkah, and receive the Ushpizin. Ushpizin are the biblical characters who, according to tradition, come to visit us during the days of Sukkot. The lesson taught by these distinguished guests is that our homes must always be open, and that achnasat orchim, the reception of visitors, is one of the most important commandments to keep. In the Torah, there are many examples of achnasat orchim. Abraham and Sarah are considered role models of good hosts. Our rabbis teach that their tent had 4 entrances, one on each side, so that no visitors would have to circle the dwelling to enter it. Rebekah received Abraham's servant and took care of his camels. Yitro, Moses' father-in-law, was disappointed not to be able to receive Moshe in his tent. In the Haftorah of Yom Kippur, the prophet Isaiah says, "Shelter the wandering poor in thy house." And in the book of Job, he declares, "I have opened my doors to the traveler." In rabbinic literature, this commandment took on a prominent role. Rav Huna invited people to come to his house to eat in the following way, in Aramaic: Kol dichfin yete vechol. Let all the hungry come in and eat. These words have become part of our Passover Seder. In Jerusalem, it was customary to hoist a flag outside houses to announce that a meal was being offered. Jewish law sets a maximum height for the sukkah, but does not set a limit on its width. Our sukkah can be as large as necessary, so that we can fit as many people into it as possible. And you will see in a while, Herjik has a very wide sukkah. The mitzvah of Achnasat Orchim must be performed literally. We must effectively accommodate more people at our Shabbat tables. Give more rides in our cars. Fill our Sukkot with guests. On top of that, this very special commandment helps us better organize our scale of values and understand that our homes, our cars, and Sukkot are far less important than the people we put inside them. If we want to make sure our material achievements always have a taste of newness, we need to make new people enjoy what is ours. The Sukkah teaches us to look less at material objects and more at relationships. Instead of investing in walls, we look with care upon people. A short story to end. Two tourists visited the city of Rome. When they were asked what they liked best, one replied, "The Trevi Fountain has an impressive beauty." And the other said, "I met a lady called Giovanna who was sitting next to some fountain. We talked for hours, and these were the most important moments of my trip." I really believe that we are the ones who decide what kind of tourist we are going to be on this great trip called life. Shabbat Shalom.